7 points clear. You love to see it. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. You've caught me here in my German whip, also known as a Volkswagen Polo, 1.2, 2006, this car. Myself, 1997, but the less said about that, the better. So I must apologise for my somewhat scruffy appearance today. It is lockdown, meaning I can't get a haircut. I could shave, although I feel like it makes more sense to just go for the full homeless vibe. That's not why I'm in the car, by the way, just in case you were concerned about that. Nothing to worry about there. So without further ado, shall we crack on with the video? So I'm here today because I've had a few messages from people getting in touch asking for advice on how to get into the sports journalism industry. So I'm a journalist at Norwich City Football Club, and I thought I'd give some tips and advice from my experience, really. So it goes without saying that passion is obviously important. So from an early age I was writing match reports about Liverpool Football Club. There's still a match report out there written on pen and paper that exists from, I believe, 2009. Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 2, Steven Gerrard last minute free kick. One of a few that I wrote. So yeah, obviously a passion helps for if it's an individual sport or just sports in general. That's definitely going to help you. But you've probably already got that. So what next? Well, I didn't actually realise that was something you could make a career out of until quite late on. So I went to school, massively failed my A-levels, and then went to college to do business studies. Again, not really for me, wasn't really sure what I was doing, but it was better than nothing, I suppose. And then it was when I was about halfway through college that I realised you could actually study journalism at university, and there were courses in that. So that, piqued my interest. And university isn't something that you have to do. I know it's not for everyone, and my family never really wanted me to do it. I never really thought about doing it. And a degree itself doesn't guarantee you any jobs. It's more the skills that you learn from being on the course and developing to become a better journalist. I think that's important. And there are different options. I went to Bournemouth University to do multimedia journalism, but there are some unis that offer specifically sports journalism courses. So if you know that that's definitely the route you want to go down, that could be an option. But if not, it's kind of good to keep the doors open and have a broad mindset. You might want to become another type of journalist, you never know. But the point is, you don't have to go to uni. What's more important is getting experience and getting stuff to add on to your portfolio, really. So before I actually went to uni, I was editing the local village newsletter for the village where I used to live. So I was designing that in Adobe InDesign and writing some of the copy myself and editing work from other contributors. So if you can get anything like that on your sort of portfolio before you even go to uni, then that will help with the application, assuming that you go to uni, of course. Oh, and I just wanted to add as well, A-levels, like I said, I massively failed them, but myself, like Jeremy Clarkson, living proof that you can fail your A-levels and still get a job that you want. So that's not me saying if you haven't done your A-levels yet to go and fail them, but if you have failed them, well, not got the best grades, then it's not the be-all and end-all. So anyway, while I'm at university, on the open day there was a mention that the university has a partnership with AFC Bournemouth, which meant that on match days I was able to get a job working in a kind of hospitality customer service role at AFC Bournemouth, which is not the kind of department that's ever been up my street, but it was a foot in the door, but more importantly for me, it was free Premier League football every other Saturday when Bournemouth were playing at home after a couple of hours of voluntary work. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it was also a foot in the door, and it meant that I knew the people who knew the right people when the opportunity arose that I could apply to work in the media department at Bournemouth. So just because there might not be a media position available where you want to work, perhaps you could work in another department there and, like I say, get your foot in the door. So while I was at uni, I reached out to a local non-league club. One of my uni assignments was to produce like a news TV package, and it just so happened that Poole was one of the happiest places to live in the country or something like that. So I went to interview the Poole Town ladies manager about that, and after the interview he told me that they were looking for more media coverage. Would I be interested in being their sort of media guy going forward? So of course I was, and spent the second half of that season sort of writing for their website. And then the following season, like a lot of non-league, non-professional clubs, they didn't have a match program or anything like that. So I made one, and there it is. So this was just 12 pages, nothing special really. But again, that experience of using Adobe InDesign came in handy there. And it's great just experience for yourself, but also good exposure for that club. So if you can put yourself out there and do some coverage for a local non-league club, they'll definitely appreciate it, and it will be great for your portfolio and your CV as well. And that is the main thing, getting those work placements. So this will sound ridiculous, but I emailed every football club in the Football League asking for work experience, and off the back of that I got placements at Chesterfield and Burnley. And then it was those that helped me get an internship at AFC Bournemouth in my third year of uni. And then it was that internship that helped me get the job here at Norwich. So yeah, it's all about just shooting emails, applying for work experience, and being willing to work for free while you're at uni. My next piece of advice would be that when you're applying for jobs, you're probably not going to get the job that you want straight away. I think it's probably quite rare that people leave uni and straight away go into the dream job. I applied for loads of jobs, went for a bunch of interviews and failed to get loads of jobs, and obviously it's annoying, but you've just got to persevere. Eventually got the interview at Norwich and the job here, so yeah, perseverance, you'll get there in the end, and the more you go to job interviews as well, you'll just learn about what you can or should and shouldn't sort of do in an interview, I suppose. So yeah, just get that experience under your belt and you'll get a job in the media world in the end. The main thing is, like I say, whether you go to uni or not, if you can get experience working for, in my case, football clubs, then when you go for a job interview full time for a football club, obviously it makes you more attractive as an employer, because there's evidence and experience that you've done that kind of work and carried it out already for other clubs, so it's going to be easier for you to settle into your new place. But that's not just football clubs, that's newspapers or media organisations regardless. So those are my main bits of advice. I hope the story kind of helps if you are in the situation where you're going to be applying for jobs soon. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video and hope it has helped. And until the next time, if there is a next time, don't know if I'll do another video. Maybe the videos in the Volkswagen Polo can become a thing. But yeah, until the next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Cheers.